So I was busy testing out some videos, testing out some edits with some old videos, trying to get a feel for everything. And one of them was about the Wyatt family. And a lot of those clips had a lot of the now confirmed deceased, passed too soon, only 41, Brodie Lee. Brodie Lee is dead. I found out when I went back on Twitter after about an hour or so and messing with the edits. I was busy doing that, thinking about I want to make a Wyatt family video, a WyattVerse video, talking about Bray Wyatt and all this great stuff he's done. And then I go back on Twitter, find out from some friends that sharing some links in the DMs that Brodie Lee passed away. I was like, no way. Like, what? Please tell me this is just a fake rumor spreading because it's just that unbelievable. I mean, there was no word going around about it, and we always tend to catch on to what's going on in their personal lives because I don't know why, honestly, but I saw this and I'm gonna be honest, I was stunned for 10 minutes before I made a post talking about it. And me and several people started talking about it. I checked out videos, I checked out some comments, I looked up the main source. His wife wrote on Instagram, shared photos of Harper with her family and two sons, with her and her two sons, and it was said that he had passed surrounded by loved ones after a hard fought battle with a non COVID related lung issue. And the clinic they were at is literally the best team of doctors and nurses surrounded him with constant love, surrounded her with constant love. I been I've been on Twitter for the past hour or so just talking about this with people, and this was a little bit before when I was having a Twitter discussion with a WWE fanatic and trying to get him to see a little bit of reason, which was an epic fail. And I do not know what's going on right now. Um, yeah, the person I was talking to actually is pissed off. So there is some semblance of humanity left in a little bit of the world. Uh, I was. There was so much I wanted to do. I was gonna make a video talking about uh, how Roman Reigns should be like having an Okada reign if his content's up, and I'll probably make that video down the road. I was stunned, let out a few man tears and all that BS. Weird, focus is acting off. Yeah. So, yeah, WWE then came out confirming, yeah, he's gone, and they put out their statement. I was hoping Wyatt would make a statement. He's still in cocoon phase with the Wyatt story he's doing with the Fiend. So I don't think he's gonna be back in a while. The one time I want him to break character, it would be now. Um, yeah. Um, I had I had a lot of a lot of ideas how I wanted to see when Brodie Lee came back. Like when I had filmed the retrospective, Brodie Lee was one of those guys I was talking about regarding the WWE stuff. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that in. If I like, it's a little bit too late to do part 2 and re-edit that. We're already close to completion. Last I heard, or I put up a disclaimer and everything. I don't know, but yeah, this whole situation is just fucked. I mean, what can you really say? Brodie Lee's gone from a lung disease. No one saw that coming. This is like Chadwick Boseman and Kobe Bryant all over again. Shad gasped at how this whole fucking year's been. Like, yeah. One of the things I admitted on Twitter was that Brodie Lee was honestly that guy I had hoped that after a lengthy run in AEW with a world title run under his belt, he'd go back to WWE in a retirement match against Bray Wyatt and his career wrestling the man that gave him it, who gave it the man that gave him his big break in the WWE. Rest in peace, John Herbner. R.I.P. Brodie Lee. Like, he finally. Like, here's the thing that pisses me off more so in relation to his passing. It's if we had his last match, which was Cody Rhodes. He had finally been freed from the WWE. He got to finally be free. He got to wrestle again. He got to do his passion, his love, because the money wasn't as important as, being with his family and able to still work and yet be able to be there for his family. And they kept him there, locked in that place. Like, I'm not trying to make this a WWE fight. Like, fuck. Because and he got AEW. He went to AEW, did all this crazy stuff, got to wrestle Jon Moxley, and I was honestly hoping that was going to be the feud that where he says, "We're destined to do this forever," because of how much battles they've had back in the past in WWE, which was fun. And yet, I'm seeing on Twitter, I'm seeing some on YouTube where people are trying to make this a fight with WWE and AEW, even though I'm at a point I just don't give a damn anymore. I gave up on the whole WWE AEW fighting fan base when the tribalism got out of control. And now they're trying to still do the tribalism attitude a bit. And I'm done with that. Like, I'll keep saying my fucks to WWE because they have bad stuff going. I'll call out AEW when I can, when they make mistakes and do horrible decisions like the Matt Hardy debacle and the YouTube stuff that was going on. I don't know. We don't know if that was directly them or there was an error or the copyrights, whatnot. Like, there's rumors now going around that someone took on the name All Elite Wrestling Incorporated, even though they're an LLC, and now they're making false flags under their name and giving them a bad rap. There. But Brodie Lee, like, today was like such a great day. Where just a day after Christmas, I went out with my gift cards I got from my grandmother and from old St. Nicholas and my mom. A bunch of awesome stuff. Got to save $100 off of it with comics and whatnot. Got a statue. Like, I was gonna do a unboxing video on my pop culture channel, doing an unboxing video with Psylocke. Film that. Now I hear this. I'm just at a loss for words. I am genuinely at a loss for words. I wanted like Brodie Lee was getting there. He was going to be this big mega star. He was going to be around for the company for another couple of years. He was going to be a mentor. He was going to retire. He was going to have spend his last years living pain free as best as possible. He was going to spend his last years with his family. He was going to teach the new generation of wrestlers, the next generation of big men wrestlers, how to do all these crazy stuff that he did. And just then this happens. I was like stunned for like 10 minutes, and I'm still stunned. I'm just. Like, bro, that like his match with Cody Rhodes, the last match he ever had, that was honestly his best match entirely since 2014 against Ziggler. That's how long it's been since he had a what I could call a great match, a phenomenal Brodie Lee Luke Harper match, because he was at that point stagnation with WWE. He wasn't doing anything, and they locked him under contract. And whenever he did do stuff, it was mostly tag team related. And the only time I ever cared when this tag team stuff was going on was the Orton Wyatt stuff, and really wished he main evented WrestleMania with them, more so now than ever. And last but not least, the last time I gave real genuine care of his tag team matches was the 6-man Shield match, the 6-man tag team match with the Wyatt and Shield, the dream match we got that should have really been at WrestleMania. Just yeah, condolences out to his family. We lost a great wrestler, 41 at 41. Like, that's way young in terms of what he could bring, and from a lung disease. Like, I know 41 compared to my age is a long time, but like it's still 41. Like, he still had a lot to give and a lot to offer for fans, and he still had a lot of life ahead of him. Then he gets this now. Now, like they were saying that he had an injury when he left. Now it's like, did he leave because of an injury, or was he sick? And if he was sick for an undisclosed period of time, how long was he sick? And if he was gone and if he was sick for a long period of time, it's like, this is the Chadwick Boseman situation. Chadwick was battling cancer, and he kept that secret for over 10 years or so. I think before Black Panther even. And he was doing all this physical strain on himself while battling cancer, and he kept it secret from everyone. So, yeah. Condolences out to his family. I'm probably gonna try something. Probably talk about something down the road with him, but like, that's about it. Rest in peace, Brodie Lee. Condolences to his wife and kids. It's just fuck this year, honestly. Fuck it. Just fuck it. There's so much fuck it things I want to say right now. I'm just done. I'm done. So, honestly, I'm hoping that WWE puts aside whatever Vince puts aside whatever issues he has with Luke Harper, Brodie Lee, because of the dumbass Southern accent complaint he had, which is telling about how he looked at Harper. Throughout this time, I think we can all safely say we are one. We are all Dark Order and everything. So this was the WrestleVerse. Check out my other stuff if you want, or not, or if you need time to just grieve at the fact of this great wrestler who had so much ahead of him, who was so close to reaching that stratosphere into superstardom, was gonna probably get a run with the AEW belt. Like, I'm hoping that when the tributes come out for WWE and AEW, I hope they do some things great. Like, I'm hoping AEW opens up with "It's Wednesday," you know what that means. The thing that Brodie Lee always did on Twitter, the whole even in WWE, or he also gets to do what was it? What was it? Or when WWE does the 10 bell salute and AEW does the 10 bell salute, and yeah, God, there's so much stuff I wanted to see him do. There was so much I wanted to see he could put out, show his character, show what it's like, what show. But I can at least be honestly happy and say Healy's got to be free and do go out on what he career on his career and how it went. It should have went a lot longer, probably into 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe a 10-year max, make it a 50. Spend his remaining life, post retirement, post wrestling, being a mentor, um, teaching the next generation, and probably come back do a retirement match with Bray Wyatt. I mean, there's just so much he could bring to that table, and there was so much bright in the future for him on that, and now it's just taken right out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm done. Rest in peace, Mr. Brodie Lee.